Hey everyone, welcome back for a new video. So usually I post videos every single day, but yesterday I took a little break, and while taking that break, I bought something. I bought a MacBook, and you might be wondering what MacBook did he buy? Well, for as cheap as $10, I was able to get a MacBook from late 2007, the one that comes with Core 2 Duo, and mine came with 1 GB of RAM. Literally exactly this one over here in the picture. The thing is, I bought it with no charger whatsoever, so that's a story for another day. I bought it basically untested. The seller didn't really, bother himself even testing it, and for as cheap as $10, that was a really good deal. But the thing is, I don't know if it works or not. So that's why in the same exact day, I went in the same place and bought a charger, a used charger, and I got scammed. Bought it for $5, and it turned out to be not working. The seller said the charger works just fine, and it's ended up not working. So today I'm gonna buy another charger for it, and I really couldn't resist installing macOS on a virtual machine. So that's how I came up with the idea to install macOS today. And to be exact, I will be installing macOS Snow Leopard, even if it's not the exact macOS that comes on this laptop over here, but it's a macOS 10, which is macOS X Snow Leopard 10, new version 10.6.3. Okay. I never installed macOS in my life, and also I could say that I never bought a MacBook in my whole life. This is my first MacBook. I know I always been the HP fanboy. I have literally 5 of them in my room, literally right now, and I'm using 2 of them while recording this video, so you can already see how obsessed I am with HP. And honestly, buying a MacBook was one of my dreams, but I never really bought one. And yesterday I decided to waste that $10 on it and got it. And yeah, this was just a bit of story time. I downloaded this version of macOS Snow Leopard, and today I'm gonna be installing it on a virtual machine, hoping that soon I will find a good charger for my MacBook, the late 2007 one, and be able to install the same Snow Leopard on that MacBook. Okay, so enough storytelling. Let's just get into it. So here we are again in VMware Workstation, and let's just get into it. And here we're gonna select create a new virtual machine. I will select typical and then select the ISO file that I got from Internet Archive. It's over here, SnowX and Bootcamp. I don't know if it's gonna work, because if it didn't work, I will have to download another file, which is another 8 gigabytes, and my Wi-Fi is super slow, so this will be taking another 30 minutes at least, or 20 minutes, I don't know. I'm gonna select Apple Mac OS, and I think it detected it. No, wait. On the sticker on the image, it says 10.6. Did it select the right version itself, or oh my god, I gotta Google that real quick. So Mac OS Snow Leopard. No, let's just see what version it exactly is. Mac OS Snow Leopard. Okay, so Snow Leopard is 10.6, but there is nothing similar to that in here. It just says there is 10.8.9.10.11. Really weird. So maybe, oh yeah. Oh my god, that was really stupid. I will select this one over here. macOS Server. No, I don't want to install macOS Server. That's weird. What should I do? You know what? I will select the macOS 7. I hope that's similar to macOS 6. 10.6, excuse me, and we're gonna select next. Then I will install it somewhere in here, then in here, then here, and I already created a folder where I'm gonna be placing my virtual machine. Next, okay, let's just give it 4 gigabytes if it needs all that space, I guess. Okay. Next, and we're gonna change some stuff in here. The first thing I want to change is the RAM I will be given to the virtual machine. I will give it 8 gigabytes since I have 16 in my PC right now. Keep this the same, keep this the same. Also lower down the speakers, because that's gonna be annoying when the installation is done. Yeah, you know what, delete also the sound card, because kind of when I'm recording, the audio of my PC and my microphone audio gets recorded in one track only, not double track, So when editing, that's caused me a problem. I will work on that on the future, but for now I'll just try to fix it by doing that. Okay, so accelerate 3D graphics. I will turn that on and display. Yeah, bridge that one over here. I guess that really is. Yep, let's just launch it. All right, where's our virtual machine? Okay, here's our virtual machine. Should I actually do it? Am I ready? I never done that before, by the way. Like, I never installed macOS. I installed it once, but it was basically by just copying a pre-installed macOS into my virtual machine application, which is VMware, and launch it straight away. But I never really installed this myself. Okay, so I'm just gonna power on the machine and go full screen and hope that it doesn't crash or do anything wrong. Okay, so it did work. Oh no. Wow. Okay, guys, we'll power off. It's not macOS server. Okay. I expected that, honestly. I really expected something like that to happen. So I guess I will select this one, right? Okay. Is this gonna do any? Oh, no, not stop. Sorry. Power on the machine again. Is this gonna do the same thing? Is it gonna do the same thing? Okay, please, please. Oh no, it's crashed. Guys, we're in trouble. Okay, the guest operating system is now Mac OS X server. The guest operating system is now Mac OS. Okay, should I Google about it or what should I do at this point? You know, I'll try to find the solution myself first. And maybe, so when I selected the ISO, it's pre-selected 10.15. So is that the reason? That could be the reason. Let's just try to do that, I guess. Is this gonna do anything different? So it does launch. Please don't crash. Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is gonna be a really long video. Okay, what if I do this? Select not even macOS, but I'll select other 64 bits. Here you go. Anything? Please? No? Think about it. Maybe it does worth launching my machine. Oh my God. So we have a difference message. Okay. What will happen now? Is it gonna do something? Okay, just boot looping at this point. Cancel. Yeah. Maybe it's because the 3D graphics. I could assume that's because the 3D graphics. Is it? Is it? Please do something? Okay. Oh, all right. Thank you. Really appreciate it. Wait, is that macOS 10.7? That doesn't make sense. Did I name it 10.7 or what's the deal with this? Okay, let's change back to macOS and then go to 32 bits 10.7. Is that gonna do anything? Please? Maybe? Don't crash. Okay. The guest operating system is now macOS X server. Will power off. Thank you for powering off. Okay, at this point, I will start Googling a little bit and maybe find a solution for this horrible situation and get back to you guys once I'm done. Okay, guys, so after trying to download multiple ISO files, I got my hand on a file that's, oh no, not here. It's over here. Please, yep, select this and then create, yeah, I'm just gonna name it X, doesn't matter at this point. Select, and then I will select the ISO, which is this one, Snow Leopard. And it should be recognizing it, but it didn't, which is interesting. Cool. What else? Yeah, give it 4 gigabytes. That's enough. And then give it basically 35, and that's gonna be enough. So as I said, I found out it was the ISO file that was the problem. I downloaded another ISO file, didn't work. I downloaded a third one, tried it on VMware Workstation, didn't work. So now I'm gonna be trying it on Oracle VirtualBox Manager, whatever it's called. Let's just give it a launch and see what will happen. I believe it's just gonna crash or not work. Because at this point, I mean, I'm almost giving up. Like literally, come on, do something. Okay, it's gonna start loading again. Oh my God, bro. I'm gonna lose my brain at this point. Like, what am I doing wrong? I literally did the exact same thing that people do, but for me, it's just not working. Okay, look at that. Is it gonna... Okay, guys, it's doing something. Guys, okay, doing something. Is there a bunch of errors showing up in my... Okay, Plex BSD. What's BSD means? Let me Google that out. BSD. Wait. I'm gonna just pick my... BSD meaning Mac OS 10. Barkley Software Distribution, also known as Unix BSD. Unix is discontinued Unix operation developed and okay, so that's some... Okay, what does it say? Process and kernel task. Is there some bunch of errors just showing up on my screen? and I'm just like freaking out for no reason. Okay. At this point, I don't know what to do. I shall not panic, right? I will just chill, relax, and hope it does work. Is it gonna show anything on the screen? Nope, not at all. Okay, I got some crazy ideas. Since it doesn't want to work, why not just mess around with it, you know? So, just give this something like, okay, network. Is this gonna do anything? If I come over here and then select this as a Linux distribution and say it's Oracle Linux 64 and then just click on OK. Launch, is it gonna do anything? Please? It's either gonna crash or not work. Please? Anything? Yeah? Okay, the same exact thing. Okay, guys, that was a bad idea. I failed, literally. You know how long I've been trying to record this video? It's basically more than an hour, like 2 hours now. I don't know, I didn't count, but that's been taking so long, like forever. BSD, 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 BSD. It just says BSD, keeps saying the same thing over and over again. That's the only difference between before and now. Almost the same thing, except this time there's a lot of typing in the screen. Okay, so I might have just failed, I guess. Pretty cool. I'm gonna keep digging and try to find a solution. Literally, I'm not gonna give up about this. So welcome back again. As you can see, I changed my wallpaper to be the macOS High Sierra wallpaper. I hope you like it. And if you're wondering why did I change it, well, good question. And I got the answer for you. Because of this. Yep. I installed macOS High Sierra. The process was really simple. I had to click on next, agree, then select the disk and install. And simple as that. And why, you might ask, I did that and I, gave up about installing macOS since? Simply because it wasn't worth it. Behind the camera, not the camera, but behind the recordings, I tried to install that thing more than 15 times, or more than that. And it didn't work. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, make myself go crazy over it. So I just dropped the idea of installing macOS 10 and decided to install macOS High Sierra. And if you're wondering as well, it hasn't been taken 8 minutes or 7 minutes. It's been taken forever to install. I'm not mad at this point. And sometimes, as you can see, let me just show you that, please. Okay, never mind. You see how the timer, or I don't know, the counter just keep moving between 7 and 8 and 9, and sometimes, I don't know, it's just going crazy. I didn't know what is going on at this point, but at least it's doing something, even if the counter is not right. But like, yeah, it's been taking more than 10 minutes now, or at least like a good 15 minutes, and still didn't really install. So that's the most frustrating parts about this installation. Nor like the previous installation, that was horrible, full of like errors, black screens, not even loading, which was crazy. But here we are. Yeah, macOS High Sierra. I hope it does work. And if it did work, I will try to install the drivers on it, because this without drivers is a horrible idea. And I'm sure about it, It's macOS. It's not Linux. It's not anything else. It's macOS, so you need drivers for sure in order to make it usable. With no drivers, it's going to be a horrible idea. And then, if I install the drivers, I don't know what I will do next. But I will do something with this. And then end the video there, because I'm not trying to make this a 1 hour video, okay? And yeah, so let's just wait for that thing to install. And once it's done, I'll get back to you guys. So here we are again in the Mac OS High Sierra desktop. The same wallpaper, just like mine. That's pretty cool. But yeah, it was pretty straightforward. It took me about 20 minutes or 25 minutes for that thing to get installed. Absolutely not like what Apple says in the loading or installation screen. It didn't take 10 minutes. It did take more than that. And then I had to go through the setup, which is pretty easy. It took me like 2 minutes and that was done. So what should I do now? I should start with installing the drivers for sure. So I will come over here, then install. Oh no, not again. Like, why please just fix it. It doesn't make sense. Like, every time I should go to the browser and just download the file. Why don't they do it just like before? Before, you just click on install and it shows it somewhere in your desktop and you're ready to go. But now it's different. Okay, here you go. Rename. Wait, I already had the folder? Oh yeah, I downloaded that before, trying to fix the previous installation or that Darwin thingy, but it didn't work. So rename. No, you know what? Just let me take that. Don't install that. Don't download it, I mean. Yep. Okay. And then I'm gonna come over here and come to VMware and then to File. No, should not this. Yeah, I select this, then go to settings, and then go to here and select the Darwin thingy so it appears on my desktop. Download Darwin, and then I click OK. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, so I will have to add another CD at this point. Finish, and then I will come over here and then select the Darwin thingy. Here you go. Is this gonna work? Why? Okay, let me just restart the thing. No, restart. I will turn off completely the VMware Workstation virtual thingy, and then come over here. Of course, after this, go back to, okay, we good. Then I will come here and just click on a random column and then select this. Here you go. And now when I will load the macOS thingy, it will just load with it. And that's how we'll be able to install the drivers. Am I right? I hope so. So the Apple logo. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh my god, I forgot to turn off the 3D graphic. No, to turn on the 3D graphics thingy. Oh, damn. Now I gotta restart the thing once again. Doesn't matter. I will have to restart after I install the drivers, so that's a thing. Not really a big deal. Okay, so here we are. Now I gotta answer my password, which is 0000, then another 0000. That's my password. Click on answer, and there's a lot of problems with the graphics, and my mouse is stuck, and it's loading, and because of a problem, yeah, no, just open. Maybe? Yeah, okay. That's okay. It's working at least. It's loading some files in here and stuff. We got everything we will need, I guess. Okay, we got the VMware tools in here. Let's just make sure everything is loaded up. Okay, so the system is loaded, so I can launch VMware tools and install VMware tools for, oh yeah, double click. Here you go. And then wait for the installer to load. Continue. Oh, I just remembered I have to do something though. I gotta go somewhere in the settings. Wait. Install. But the installation will get blocked. I'm sure about that. You gotta agree about it in the settings. I feel so smart knowing that. When the software, you must restart your computer. Yes, continue installation. The package. Oh, yep. Cancel installation. No, that's not gonna happen whatsoever. So I gotta get the exact version that's the VMware workstation gave me when I clicked on that link. So I will delete the old one and then come over here. Wait, what was it? Yeah, here you go. And then download this. So apparently the version I had was like for the old macOS 10, and yeah, so I think it's downloaded. So I can just come over here again and select this Darwin ISO, and then come to graphics and enable 3D graphics. Let's launch it. It loading faster this time, which is amazing. Let's go full screen and wait for the system to get loaded and then try to install the drivers. I will see the mouse cursor anytime now, and yes, I was right. Here you go. So now answer. There's 4 zeros and then another 4 zeros, and click on answer. And this time it should not pop up with any error whatsoever. So yeah, let's just wait for this to load. My mouse is crashed, and then this annoying window for some reasons. If you want to open this application, okay, you know what, just open this, I don't care. Before the counter finish counting. Okay, so we got VMware tools ready. Wait, is VMware the reason why this error popped up? Maybe. Okay, so it did launch without me double clicking it, but just to make sure, I will double click it, then double click here, and then click on next, install, continue with the installation. Now it's preparing the installation. I'll give them the password. Here you go, and then install software. And then at some point it must get blocked because, as I said, I should agree about something or let it do itself by, you see? That's what I'm talking about. But why did this get blocked twice? Interesting. Okay, can I use the settings? Where's the no, please. Can you just okay, I will do it. Just let me use my mouse. My mouse is not working. Wait. Okay. So I gotta do this, right? That's so laggy, goddamn. Okay, is this working? Yep, it's working. Here you go. Now let's wait for that thing to get installed. Please don't crash. It's doing it. Still didn't crash. It's just doing its job. Let's just exit this screen and wait for it to get installed. Is it stuck because it's not doing anything? Or maybe it just works like that, I guess. Well, But look at the screen tearing. That's crazy. Look at that. Wow. This what happens when you don't install your drivers? Exactly this. Look at that. Wait, can I go to Finder? Can I? No? Maybe think about it. Maybe I can. Well, it's not working. Please? Wait, what is Finder in the first place? Isn't it the file explorer for macOS? I don't know, I might be stupid. But does Launchpad work? Yep, but barely. Okay, so in here we got Mail, Contacts, Calendar, Reminder, Notes, Maps, App Store, iBooks. Basically your regular macOS application. Of course, the mouse, when you move it like this, it gets bigger. That's what I like. I like this, honestly. It's really fun. Okay. So let's go back to our main subjects, which is, look how slow is that? Oh my God. This is a slideshow, god damn. Okay, let's just close this because we don't need it. This is what I need. Install time remaining about 10 minutes. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's just wait for that thing. I just have a feeling that there is something not going right. Should it take all this time? That's crazy. Please? It's been stuck on this for so long now. What's the problem? Registering updates of component, but is it something related to the settings? Wait, I'm curious to check. If I go somewhere in the security options, somewhere in here that's I don't know really where, but is it here? It might be here. Please? Okay. No? Nope. It's not here. Okay, so interesting. If I go back, then go to, I don't know which one. Startup disk? Nope. Display, keyboard, notification. Okay, it's over here. Is that the reason? Look how laggy is the system. Okay, so privacy. There is nothing I need to agree about, so it's definitely doing something, but it's basically stuck. I don't really know if it should take all that time, and I'm sure it should not take all that time. I'm sure about that, like 100%. And the problem is, if I restarted the machine, something might happen to it because I turned off the machine while it was installing. Oh, interesting. I believe that there is something going on. So that's why I will just literally close this, power off, and power on the machine once again. Oh, did it turn off everything? Cool, cool. Okay, so VMware, then I launch this one more time. Or maybe because I turned on the 3D graphics thingy. Maybe. Let's just turn that off for now and just power on the machine. Go full screen. Okay, so we're in the macOS screen again. Now we're just going to do the same thing we did before, which is installing the VMware tools and hoping that this time it will work. So continue, install, continue the installation. Now it will ask us for the password and we're going to install it. This time it didn't need my permission because I already gave it the permission, sorry. And now it says in the same screen as before, but this time it's moving. Oh no, it's stuck. Please? So again, it's got stuck. Okay, at this point, I will wait for that thing to finish installing, and when it's done, I will get back to you guys. Okay, so the installation was successful. Now all I need to do is restart the computer. Simple as that. But one thing is that I will power off the machine and turn on the 3D graphics thingy once again over here and turn on this, and then we power this virtual machine, just like this. Okay, so after restarting, it already feels way smoother. You can already see that in the screen. Look at this. This is what, wait, you see that? That's some tearing on the screen. So even with the graphics drivers installed, there's a couple problems here and there, but overall it's better than nothing, right? Let's just log in, hope. So, yep, open. No, I don't want to install VMware tools. I thought it's going to be much better than this, but yeah, not really what I expected. Look how slow that thing will launch. Just look at this. So did I waste all this time to get an operating system that won't work well and that will be super laggy? Maybe, I might just did. But at least let's change the resolution of the screen and make it something better than this. So I come over here, then we go to displays, and then, no, I should have, where's the other ones though? Wait, why there is no other resolution than this? Interesting. Wait, what if I turn off that thing? Oh, okay. So this is how it works. But look at the tearing over here. God damn. I might need to change other stuff in order to get this working 100%, but look at this. This was a successful installation. Really good. Now, the last thing I will do is go to Safari and try to search for something. Mercedes-Benz 190D. Here you go. This was able to do it. So basically, I spent more than 10 hours or like 9 hours to do this. And yeah, it can search for the Mercedes 190D. In fact, as it's gonna load it, yep, pretty much. Really, really cool. Okay, so that was it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what should I do in the next video. Bye-bye.